It's 2019. Let's get to work. Welcome to 2019. I'm glad you're with me. This is going to be a big year for me. It's certainly going to be a big year for you. I know it. I wanted to go through with you guys my 2019 checklist. And these are things that I keep in mind on a day-to-day basis that serve my goals for the year. Now, the first thing that I did was choose a word of the year. Now, this was a new concept that was introduced to me over the holiday season. And my word of the year is focus. And the reason that that word of the year is really important for me is because it takes into account all of the things that I want to do as a professional, as a creative, and as a YouTuber, and as a filmmaker. And there's two main parts for that. One is niche down my interests. Now, just like you, I have a lot of interests inside of the world of making images. So photo and video and design and graphics and all this other really interesting stuff. Yes, they're all amazing, but it's important to niche down and figure out actually what you're interested in. And for me, that's making films and videos for clients and for YouTube. And that's what I'm gonna do. That's the focus. The second thing to do is limit the accessibility to those tertiary parts of interest. So yes, I'm very interested in photography, but in order to stay focused on making movies and videos, I need to limit my accessibility to making photos. And my way of doing that was actually to switch to film photography. So I got this guy, little medium format camera. Actually, funny story, gave this to my brother for Christmas and he re-gifted it. I'm not upset about it. But this camera is the Mamiya 645J. It's like the little baby medium format camera that Mamiya makes. It's awesome, it's a lot of fun, but here's the thing, it's pretty expensive. So expensive, in fact, that it takes about $20 to develop and process an entire roll of film. So that's really limiting my access to take photos. And that does two things. It makes the photos that I take count, and it also limits my ability to shoot photos. Next up on the 2019 checklist is collaborate. You gotta look into your creative community that is already around you, whether or not you see it, and find people that you can collaborate with and give them the value that they need, because that gives you value by itself. So I'm gonna look at stylists, I'm gonna look at people that own a lot of really cool spaces, I'm gonna look at other creatives, I'm gonna look at chefs, I'm gonna look at people that work with their hands and see if I can collaborate with them in the hopes that I can give more value to their brand, their identity, or their message or otherwise goal for the year. I'm gonna provide value to them, because what that does is allow me to work on content, and it allows me to niche down my interests. And there's also another really cool benefit that comes with collaborating with people. And that actually goes into my third point, which is work. And everybody says this, we've heard it a bajillion times, so it's not a new concept. But speaking it into existence is really important because it keeps it top of mind and it keeps you interested in the work. And there's a couple of things that we can do to sort of perpetuate more work, which is try new things, so new genres. Something that I'm gonna explore is a lot of food-based content. I've always been interested in food, but I've never really made any content based around it. What are you gonna work on? I wanna know what your interests are for content, new genres of content that you're gonna work on in 2019. Let me know in the comments below. And there's also this extra benefit of doing this kind of work because you figure out what you don't like. And that is just as important as trying to discover what you do like, because when you're looking for new things to do, you find things that you don't want to do. And that's just as important because you can check those things off the list and get rid of them. That's what niching down does. So you see how all these 3 points kind of relate to each other. You focus on your content, you collaborate with other interesting people, and you work really hard. So make 2019 the best year of your life, and I will see you next week. Peace.